Oh. Is she live? God, it's been a while. Is it actually live? I think it's live. I'm just getting a big sign saying error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, so poor. But I just updated my internet. I've got really good internet now. Of course, my first live stream back is like, error. I'll just wait for you guys to say if it's working or not. Like, is it smooth? Why does the start of every live stream turn into, is it on? Like, that should be a thing, shouldn't it? YouTube should do like an advert for live streams where the creator switches on the live stream and it goes, is it on? Hello, okay, I'm seeing some hellos, so this is a great sign. It's all working. Hello everybody, hello. Sorry for a little bit of mess in the background. I'm just sat in Atch's little office / it's like a box room that's got an office desk here. And behind me, he's started to lay out some of the clothes that he's going to pack for Greece because we leave on the 6th, including what he's going to wear to the wedding part 2 and stuff. So I hope I'm not like, I mean, how funny would that be if it was like a bridal gown? You would just never show anyone that before the big day. But for his stuff, I'm like, no, it's just a shirt and a pair of trousers over there. Oh, good. I'm reading comments now saying that you guys can see me. So that's exciting. YouTube must have just pranked me there. Hello everybody. You go live and I run. Thanks, Gloria. Good morning, everyone. If it's morning for you, it's afternoon for me. I'm at home alone. The boys are watching football. So that started an hour ago. In fact, if I check the score now, then I'll be able to tell what kind of mood they're going to be in when they get back. Coventry score now. Oh, it's 0-0, 0-0, and it's half time, so we're fine. No high emotions, guys. Okay, this looks like a lot, but I don't plan on drinking all of it, obviously. I have plans later today. But we had so much champagne and bubbly and stuff over the wedding, my 30th and stuff like that. So when I had this live stream, I was like, well, I'm going to need to celebrate, like, coming back to YouTube. So I popped open this bottle. I've had one glass, well, a small, that's what I mean by a glass. And it looks like I've drunk loads of it. But it smells really expensive. I think my mum got us this. And when I opened it downstairs, I filmed myself doing a clip of it. And it started, like, frothing open, going everywhere. And I was just like, thank goodness. My husband was not here to witness that. He hates mess. So funny, isn't it? Like, how tidy and clean he is. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just not as tidy as him. And when he gets back from the football, I will have, like, de-rigged the camera, the laptop. I've got, like, wires everywhere. Like, I have recently bought this hard drive. And what I've done is I've backed up all of the files from my phone, just in case. I had like a weird dream that I went to Greece for wedding part 2 and dropped my phone in the sea and then lost all of the backlog of content that I'd just been filming on my phone for the past many months, like all the wedding stuff, the run up to the wedding, and just, I was like, if I lost my phone now, I'd be so screwed. So I've been backing up everything. This arrived a few days ago, and I'm probably going to leave it in England. I don't really want to take it with me. Although if I do take it with me, I can just start editing whilst I'm in Greece. But anyway, we digress. I'm going to talk to people that are here because I feel like I haven't really said anything. Hello. This is a good question. Your husband, how long did it take to get used to saying that? A while, actually. So I was at work on a shoot that I've been doing, and I did a shoot in May, and then they had a bit of a break because they were editing stuff, and then I was called back in, and it was after my wedding, and one of the producers was like, something, and I was like, oh, my husband lol, used to work at Rolls-Royce. And then I said where he used to work. And then he was like, oh, is your husband's name Lol? And I was like, no, I said like lol, like lol, I'm saying the word husband. And he was like, oh, because I know a person called Lol. And I was like, no, I'm just trying to get used to saying husband, because before that we were just talking about my wedding. So yeah, it was really fun. Your question just reminded me of what they asked me at work, and then I was like, yeah, my husband, lol. No, yeah, it did take a while. It was because you know what, I didn't really say fiance, did I? I don't know if you guys remember, but I found it really cringe saying fiance. I just couldn't get on board with that. I felt like I was being pretentious, being like, my fiance. I just it was giving me like Meredith Blake vibes from Parent Trap. I just couldn't get on board with fiance for some reason. So, and today, guys, I went to take my watch. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, maybe some of you do, and my husband got me a cute little vintage Casio watch that I wanted for a really long time, and it's too big for me. So I went into town to go to the jeweler and see if they could remove some links from it. So they're like getting out this form and they're like, okay, removal of 6 links, filling it out, when I'm going to come and collect. And then he's like, and you are a miss? And I was like, Mrs. And it was the first time saying I'm a Mrs. And it was so awkward. And I didn't wear any rings to the gym. I left this one on, but I wear it on the Greek side. I don't wear it on the English side. So like I just looked like this in the jewelers, and he was like, I take it you're a miss. And I was like, firstly, why does it matter if I'm a miss, Ms. or Mrs.? You just need to take some links out of my damn watch. But secondly, I'm Mrs. now, hun. But then it's really funny because I haven't got around to changing my name yet, legally. So I was like, I'm Mrs. Leah. And then I didn't say Kyriaki. I was like, Hatzakis. And then I was like, I did not marry my dad. Like, what am I saying? It's just so, it is weird. And it's hard to get used to. Cheers, everyone. That is good. Mum, if you're watching this, I don't know if you are, you're probably on the sofa with the dog chilling. If you are watching, I think you bought me this and it's really nice. I'll share it with the boys if they want any rosé. I'm not sure. Sparkling rosé. Anyway, so hit that like button. I love it when you guys have got my back. Thank you. I'm going to read some of the comments because I feel like I've just been word vomiting. Hello, my legends. Hello. I can just see some regular names here, which is awesome. Anne, Tim, Auntie Jean, Katie, Catherine, Scoot, Nicoti. Lots of you guys follow over on my property channel as well. So I'm honestly so grateful for the support and for coming back here for the relaunch. It feels so right. So thank you so much. Yes, Kelly said, I can't wait to see all the behind the scenes of the wedding planning. There was so much. It was, you know what? I never really knew what I was in for. Nobody close to me has got married during my adult life where I've been close enough to the action. Like, I suppose, was my thing cut out? No, I suppose I've had, like, my god sisters, they got married, but I was a bridesmaid for one of them, but I was so young that I didn't get given any jobs. I just had to turn up on the day and put the dress on. And she had so many other bridesmaids and I was too young to do anything like bachelorette or, as a kid. So then what I'm trying to get at is that I just didn't know what I was in for in terms of like planning, the sheer amount of thought, prep, organization. It feels amazing that it's over. Like, I know that sounds really bad, but it was the best day of my life ever. But I'm so glad I'm not in the run up to that anymore. The anxiety, I swear I must have lost like 5 kg in weight just from stress, I didn't even try to lose weight, but I just felt so, I just couldn't. I was having bad dreams, having anxiety. My stomach wasn't right, work stress, everything was just mounting up, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad it's done. But equally, I cannot wait to share with you some of the wedding pre-prep videos, you know, some really fun times, like preparing some like Greek tradition stuff with my family. And yeah, it's been awesome. Weddings are a lot, Rachel said. It's okay to be glad it's over. Yes, yeah, for sure. I think most brides feel that way after. You know, I the wedding was over, and then I got all my thank you cards out and posted, and then we had our little Rome mini moon, which you guys might have seen. I've posted that on mine and AK's joint channel, and the Rome mini moon, and then got back from that. I had my 30th before I left as well, so it just felt like these huge moments in the chapters of life. It felt like having the wedding of my dreams, OMG, and then come back from, turn 30 like a week or two after, and actually plan this huge surprise birthday for me, and I had no idea what we were doing. Like, he had like a weekend of surprises, which got better as the weekend went on, and I vlogged all of that as well. So I need to decide if that will live. I think that will live on my channel rather than the property channel, because it's very like personal life stuff. Plus we've started to get more people that follow us just for property and just for renovations, and they are like UK based, trying to do like property investing in projects and developing. And I don't know about like posting all the personal stuff on there, in case these people that have come for the learning are just like, I don't care about your life, babe. Like, cool cool that you're having kids about cool that you're having dreams about having children. Cool. Anyway, so yeah, we had all of that big life moments, and you guys know I've had this big change now, moving on from those two Brits. So that was a big thing, and like just it really is like the next chapter now. So yeah, it feels right to be back, you know. It feels really good. I love that Atch loves to surprise you. That is so nice. I remember this is not one of Atch's surprises, but this was on the night of my hen party, aka my bachelorette. So I had like one big dinner in Birmingham, which is my nearest big city, that like friends from like Leicester, my friends from like that live 5 minutes away from me here in Warwickshire, everyone kind of met in Birmingham. And then some of my London friends as well, like Christy made the effort to come as well, and blah blah blah. Everyone was there, and I had planned to get my makeup done at the Charlotte Tilbury beauty counter inside the department store Selfridges in Birmingham. And then like I get to the department store, and with some of my with my cousin Christy and my Atch's cousin, and then they were like, oh yeah, your makeup, that's not happening. And I was like, what? Like, I booked my makeup, so it'd be nice for this night out. Like, what do you mean it's not happening? And they were like, yeah, that's not happening, there's something else happening. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then they were like, it's a surprise, but you'll see when we get back to the apartment. I said, okay. So then I get back to the apartment, but before I get back to the apartment, I just went, you know how some people hate surprises? They were like, yeah. I was like, I love them. I've realised I absolutely love surprises. I love them. And I realised in that moment, I was like, this is so exciting. Like, I love spontaneity and surprises. They just started laughing because they were like, this is hilarious. And then a few of them were saying how they hate surprises and stuff. Anyway, I get back to the apartment, and they've arranged Naomi, who is my friend and makeup artist who did my wedding makeup, to do my makeup for the bachelorette party. So I had no idea. And she had like got herself to Birmingham with her makeup stuff and set up in the apartment, and it was very nice. Anyway, so surprises, Action, his surprises. He's been doing more and more little surprises. It's been so nice. I think it's because we've had like this open conversation about love languages, and everyone knows all about that, don't they? You know, how do you like to receive love? How do you like to show love? Yeah, and his is definitely acts of service. So like, you know, if he's got a busy day or something's going on, and like if food is ready or something, like he's majorly appreciative of that, and like he just feels so loved when there's little things that are done because I've thought ahead, or like looked out for him that way. And then for me, I like quality time. He loves quality time as well, but I've realised I do like the odd gift. I know it sounds a bit shallow, but I do like a little gift. So that time I came home and he bought me those little trainers because I'd been doing more running and stuff. He's like, oh, I got you these trainers. And then I came home the other day and he said, oh, there's a gift coming for you. They're never this frequent, by the way. It's more like one a month. And it was just a little watch that I'd wanted for ages. Not expensive, very inexpensive, but a watch I had really, really wanted. So he'd obviously remembered that I'd said it in passing, and then I'd obviously gone and got it, sent it to the house and stuff. So yeah, I do like a little gift, I think. Yeah, everyone's going, oh, I love surprises, I hate surprises, or this or that. Yeah, you got a good one there in AK. No, yeah, he's so good. And I was at my 30th, and then some family, and we were all chatting around the table, and then one of the girls was like, so do you feel really different now that you're married? And I was like, I don't know if I do. I feel a little bit different, but I don't feel way, way, way different. I don't feel like overnight things have changed and suddenly I don't feel, just totally honest, like I don't feel that different. I feel a stronger bond between me and Achille, like a unity that's like, I definitely feel something, but I don't feel like my life is 180'd. Do you know what I mean? I feel like my life's 180'd in other areas, but certainly not in my partnership and my day-to-day and everything that we do. And I feel it feels very easy, it feels very nice, it doesn't feel hard, which is the way I think it should be. So yeah. Oh, hi Beth. Oh, I'm seeing some of the legends here from Scotland, which is a really nice feeling. Hello. But I was saying to Ash, we were saying it together, like the true thing that would change our lives and change our routines and be the biggest change would obviously be a child. That will be the biggest thing. Life will be turning upside down, and we don't know when that's going to happen. We have no plans currently, no plans at all at the moment, because we've got our second wedding. It was meant to be a small thing, it's turned into a big thing, and that's in 2 weeks, and then we need to start thinking about our living situation again and picking that conversation back up. I mean, we absolutely love being here, and I've never felt so connected to home, because obviously I lived away from home for like 10 years and nowhere near the Midlands. I was down in London, and then we were down in Chichester, which is even further. And the time I have spent the last few years with my family and with Atch's family and being on the doorstep of everybody, everyone's like, we can't imagine you guys not round here anymore. And we love being close to everybody. It's really, really nice. Every week we're with family dinners, and sometimes I think, I feel really bad for the lack of, like being offline. I sometimes go, I wonder if I still lived down south, I'd put less energy into family and I put more energy into like YouTube stuff. But I don't know. I don't think I have any regrets. Like the bonds and like, how strong I feel connected to everybody has been, like I'm not going to die one day and be like, damn, I wish I vlogged more. But yeah, I've had an amazing few years, so we need to think about where we're going to live. It's very likely we'll stay in the West Midlands around here, so that we've got the support around us and the community. Kelly said your dad doesn't want you to leave. Oh my gosh, my dad, like, this is a conversation we have every day. He's like, the moment you guys go, I'm leaving and I'm buying a house next door to wherever you guys live. Just like my Big Fat Creek wedding one, where, like at the end of the film where it pans across to the house next door. And like my dad's like, I can't live without you guys. Like we love living with Dad. He's amazing, and we just love it. So, yeah, maybe Dad could come live with you guys or stay close by. That's likely to happen. He's just like, if you got like, he always says, if you guys said you wanted to move to Greece, like tomorrow, I would go to Greece and we'd all start life in Greece. I don't think me and Atch want to do that because our property business is here, and I just don't think it's in the position where we can just like leave. It's just, we just can't. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like really far away from stuff. Like just little jobs. I know you can always get people to do things, but like today, someone's like, oh, I want to start using the shed to store my bike. So me and Ash were like, right, okay, let's dig through the keys of that property and find the shed key. And then someone drives over, give the tenants the shed key, like just all these little things. Like, I don't want to give those jobs to other people because, I don't know, maybe I could. Family is forever. Absolutely. It really is. Cameron said, what's the second wedding? Is it for the people that didn't make it to your first one? Yeah. So the second wedding, well, basically, do you guys remember when I vlogged in Greece? I was in Crete and we were visiting like my dad's village and like all my dad's like sisters, my Fia Katina, which is the woman that basically raised my dad. She's like my dad's mum, so I kind of see her. She's like a yaya figure. She's like a grandma figure. All of those people, like they live in the village. There's no way they could have afforded a flight ticket to England to be here for the ceremony and for the party, and it would just been so expensive. They don't have that kind of money at all. So we're going to Greece to do a party. And like all of my dad's side, so my dad's like one of 4, and then all of his siblings have like kids and their kids, and it's just all family, and then like people from the village that we're close to. So it will be like 120 to 150. I invited my closest friends, and some of them are able to make it as well. Obviously Aquila's immediate family are invited, so like his mum, dad, first cousin, grandma, grandpa. Yeah, so like there's probably like 10-15 people coming from Atch's side, because like siblings, partners, and then yeah, so it was going to be not as big as my UK wedding, but it's going to be big. So much food. I'm worried actually, because I think I've got one vegetarian coming from England on Atch's side, and like there's nothing. It's like lamb, and I just don't know what. There's salad and potatoes and stuff, but I'm just like, damn, like it's not really like that over there. You don't like put your menu orders in, like the food is the food, and they just make so much food. I can't wait. Actually, I've got a videographer coming to that, so I can't wait to share that one with you guys. It's way less like, you know, my UK one was like place names and settings and formal and table plans and seating plan. The Greek one's just chaos. It's just going to be chaos. So Kelly said, will the fires in Greece affect your wedding? See, I was actually talking to my brother yesterday, and he's in Greece right now, and where he is with his fiance, the fires are very close by. Every day they're like, oh my gosh, the fires are getting closer. And I was like, okay, I need to keep my eyes on the fires, because yeah, I don't, you know, it's not great. It's really, really sad what's going on out there. The world is sometimes just it makes me think how nothing happens in the UK. It's so tame, like nothing happens here. So yeah, what part of Greece is Atch's family from? They're from Cyprus, so there is a group of people coming from Cyprus too. Me and Atch both have family from Cyprus, but he is fully from Cyprus, so his mum and dad and grandparents are all from Cyprus. Whereas with my family, my dad's from Crete in Greece, like the biggest island, and then my mum is half Cypriot from Cyprus and half English. So I've kind of got like, I'm more of a mongrel, like I've got a bit of everything, and he's just fully British born Cypriot. I want to do an ancestry test actually. I got an email from a company who said, oh, we'd love to work with you, we're an ancestry like test company. And I said I would absolutely love to do that. Please work with me. So I'm waiting to see what they think of my video idea. I sent them a video idea where me and my husband both do an ancestry test to find out once and for all if he is, like if he's got any roots from, we always get asked if he is Arabic or like Punjabi, or just, we always get questions because he's obviously darker. People always wonder if he's got just something else, not just Cypriot. Sylvia said, oh, I keep getting ads. That sucks because there's a setting here which says, do you want to automatically insert ads to the live stream? And I have it unticked. So I don't really know. I'm sorry. I bet it was a huge help. Oh, I'm behind on the comments. Behind on the comments. So, yeah. Please consider the booping the like button on its nose. What does that mean? Anyway, so yeah, but basically just wanted to talk to you guys today about the channel and the content. Obviously, there's quite a lot of backlog, so I don't know where to start from. And I would love your opinions on whether to start like at the furthest away point moving forwards, or just whatever, any order. I quite like the idea of going, hello, let's just pick up from the last point of vlog footage. For example, I was in New York at the end of last year, and I did like a 5-day improv course with the Groundlings, so like a really, really fun character-based improv school, and I want to share some of that, but that's like going way back, and I genuinely thought, well, no one's going to be interested in this because it's expired now, it's an old memory. But then in that vlog I put up the other day, people were like, no, post it. So that's quite nice, because I thought I had to chuck it in the bin, really. I thought, oh, that's been and gone. So maybe I'll start at the furthest away point, work my way through the footage, move on to the wedding prep and all of that. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, I could just like pepper in more recent vlogs, like my 30th, and just put that in. Or I could wait until the others are done. Or maybe nobody cares. It's always me that cares more. But yeah, I was really pleased to be on this live, because you guys will let me know what you think, and I'll take that as guidance. Kim says I don't care. Awesome. Wanting to see wedding prep. Okay, there's so much. Like one day when they were putting up the marquee, it takes like 2 days to put up the marquee at the wedding. And I thought, okay, I'm going to go there in the morning and I'm going to set off my time lapse on my GoPro. For those of you that are not sure what a time lapse is, it's when the camera is running and it's filming for a really long period of time. And as the action in front of it is happening, it's going like, brrr, like it's going through it really quick. It's like watching something on fast forward. So I was like, right, I'll get them on time lapse building the marquee. It's going to look so cool. And then like you can scroll through it and it's like, brrr, and this marquee is like coming to life. And then I go back hours later and I look at my GoPro and I had it on the wrong setting. I had it on slow-mo. So it's like, and they're like putting up the bits of the marquee. And obviously the clip is hours long and it obviously burnt through a memory card. And I think it's just so bad. I got a bit of it in time lapse, like from the day before, but the really good bit where like it goes up like that, sadly didn't get it. So I might include that in the wedding prep vlog for the absolute jokes involved. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Oh gosh. There was so many funny things with the wedding, like, but do you know what the best thing was for me? I think was like all of my family. I'm talking people that have not been in the same room as each other for like years. People that had beef with each other, putting all of that to one side and just coming together for the day. That meant the world to me. That was just, I just felt so like amazed. You know, you get so much anxiety. You go like, oh, to put that person next to that person, or they're going to speak to that one. And, you know, anyone who comes from a family where parents are separated, or there's like, you know, no family's perfect, is there? There's always going to be beef somewhere. I'm just thinking all of the bad things that I thought would happen, nothing happened. Nothing happened. People just spoke, they just got on, they hugged, they were pleased for the day. They came together for me and Ahila. And I was just, oh, it was amazing. What a feeling. I didn't want the night to end. And when the wedding was over, me and Ach turned into that couple that just don't stop talking about our own wedding. And we were like, God, we've turned into that couple, haven't we? That just bang on about their own wedding. And we always used to kind of like make fun of people that go, shall I show you my wedding photos? Like, let me just show you my wedding photos. And you know, you're like, okay, let's look at your wedding photos. Like, I don't know, but when it's your own wedding, obviously, it makes sense now, is what I'm trying to say. All of it makes sense. I get it. Yeah. Oh, this is a great suggestion from Pizveta. Pizveta, great name, great display name. I'd be happy if you start uploading the old stuff chronologically, but in the meantime, post what's happening right now. That's a cool idea. So, for example, in a couple of weeks before I go to Greece, I don't know if it's confirmed yet. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm doing some work for like a gin distillery, and it's like a gin distillery tour. And it's coming through like a company around here that look after different like Warwickshire, South Warwickshire brands and shops and stuff like that. So I'm going to do like a distillery tour of these gin places. And I was like, oh, I want to do that on YouTube. And they're going to want to see the footage pretty soon after I've done it. Like at least like a week later, they would be like, can we see something? So it would be good if the backlog is coming out and then like the stuff I'm up to, like that gin distillery tour goes out and stuff like that. So I really like that suggestion. That's cool. Hi Leah, what is your name now? Did you change your name? So my name will be Leah Kyriakou, but I'm not I'm gonna do all of that. I'm going through a mortgage application at the moment. It's really bad for your credit score and for like the title deed and legal stuff. When they credit check you and all of this, to be going through a name change right now is not good. So I need to just wait for a few work things and then I will sort out my name change. There's a lot of stuff. I wrote down a list of everything I would need to change name-wise. It's unbelievable. You can see why some people don't do it, because I mean, just find my little list. Like, it's unbelievable. I've got oh my god, where is it? Like, it's not just passport. Here we go. UK passport, driver's license, national insurance ID, HMRC, personal tax, and my self-assessment name. That's fine. That's understandable. I'm a freelancer. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 limited companies, which are the equivalent of LLCs in America. So for my personal LLC, I've got like all the 2 Brit stuff. But if that gets dissolved and that company goes, like, that's one thing I don't have to change my name on the register for. And then the rest are property related. I also have going through my Greek, like I've got Greek citizenship, and I've got like a live kind of thing going on, it's like an ID and a passport that I'm going through to get my European stuff sorted. And that will all have to be in my maiden name, because I can only get my Greek passport because of my dad, and because when I was born, he registered me as a Greek citizen, even though I was born in England. So this is so much stuff. Like I've got about 20 bank accounts here. Personal, business bank accounts, joint bank accounts with my previous business partner, bank accounts with Ahila. Like, I know some of these are closing, so that's less stuff to deal with. And then I've got all of the bills at all of the properties registered to me. So we're talking like 5 lots of like electricity meters, gas meters, internet bills, water bills, social media accounts. Everyone's like, have you changed your name yet? I'm like, It's not just an ID and a passport. It's like a lot of stuff. You can see why people don't do it. But I really want our children, I want our family to have the same name one day. I know definitely I want us as a family to have the same name. And then I guess there's like the professional level, isn't there? Like, I'm not a somebody, but equally I'm not complete nobody either. So there's a level of like professional identity there that I don't know how I feel about just wiping. This is a lot to think about. I don't know. I feel like a societal pressure as well to absolutely change my name. Like, I receive posts from like friends, family, like I still get cards come through. Someone wrote a check to Mr. and Mrs. Kyriakou. I couldn't, they wouldn't let me cash it because my name's not changed. So I had to give it to his parents and they cashed it. There's a lot of stuff here. What do you guys think? Because, you know, being 30 now, got married at 29, it's not like marrying at like 21 where you've not really had any life experience or built up any connections, or, you know, you've got no, I don't know, maybe I'm talking crap right now, but I feel like this connection to my name, that I will really miss it when it goes. Also, my name's very specific to Crete, so Greek surnames ending AKIS, Hatzakis. This is very specific to Crete. You can tell that person's from Crete. In Greece, like Zach Galifianakis, like other names that spring to mind that end in AKIS, you can tell that person's from Crete. It's quite a nice thing. And it's like, obviously, like I'm from, like, you know, it's like a connection to where I'm from. When I changed my name to Ach's surname, those surnames ending OU, Kyriakou, is very it's Cypriot. Like, there's tons of people in my family with names ending OU on the Cypriot side. Yangu, obviously Kyriakou, Lambru, like Ioannou, like all of these names are from Cyprus because they end in OU. So it's like parking one identity and getting another. I definitely don't want to do the double barreling. Imagine spelling that out to the electricity board. Hey guys, my name is liahatzakis Kyriakou. Like, rest in peace, the person who is picking up the phone. Like, I don't want to spell that out for you. So I think it's got to be one or the other. And I know definitely I want the kids to have the family name. So, sucks being a woman, guys. Am I right? Am I right or am I right? Should he just take my name? No, I don't know. Absolute word vomit. There we go. I need to read the comments to that. You know, you can keep your last name. Yeah, Raymond, I genuinely think like I might just keep it. There's a lot of stuff. There's just a lot of stuff. I said to Ach, I was like, where's the family channel? Keeping up with the Kyriakous. Like, what are we doing here? Any ideas? Yeah. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just pausing to read comments. We can all read comments together while I go silent if you like. Congratulations on your marriage, Judy. Wow, that is a lot. It is, isn't it? Don't feel pressured. I think it's absolutely fine to keep your name. I know it is. So like a lot of women from Greece, like mainland Greece, they keep their name. It's like very normal not to take the name. Like, thinking of people on my dad's side now, like a lot of the women just have their name, and then the husband has their name, and then the kids have the name of the dad. It's not a big deal, is it? It's really not a big deal. Keep Leah Hats for IG, YouTube, but change it for your personal life, bills and documents. Yeah, that's a great shout. You know, Leah Hats is my online persona, and as I said, I'm not a big, you know, established person on there, but there's been a few years, you know, there's people here that know me as that, and I'd like to keep it. But yeah, for my personal life, also my legal spelling of my first name is different to what I use on social media anyway. So my legal name will be Leah, spelt the legal way, not this way, and Kyriakou, spelt that the way he spells his name. So two entirely different. I got like one persona and then a professional one. Do you change your middle name to your maiden name? Never thought about that. Oh, is that basically like double barreling? Because my middle name is Maria. So Leah Maria Hatzakis is my name. Most stars in Hollywood have a professional name and a personal name. Have both, lol. Thanks, Kim. I absolutely love being on par with Hollywood people problems. That's a nice feeling. Oh gosh. I know. Oh my god, I know. Hello. I know is here, my friend and absolutely hilarious actor, comedian. Some people keep their old name for career stuff and change it for family stuff. Could still be Hatzakis for filming. Yeah, sounds good. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think we've all decided, haven't we? You're making sense, Leah. Younger 20s don't usually have so much going on. It's very true. Also, imagine marrying like at 20. Does that not absolutely, like, you know, now I'm talking to people, I'm getting all the questions, I'm getting, when are you guys gonna have children, it blows my mind that by like 22, mum had me and I think was pregnant with John, or had my brother as well. Pregnant, had John and was pregnant with me. Sorry, I'm not the eldest sibling. Blows my mind. So yeah, I just can't get my head around that. I don't feel ready. I think that's the fear. How is anyone ready for any of this? Like, it's just a lot. I know we've got other things now, and as women in like 2023, we're all working, we're all trying to bring extra income to the table as well. So it's just a different time, isn't it? Nikoti says, I think your channel name should not change, but whatever feels right to you and AK is up to you. It becomes a little complicated with kids. Michael said, Hatzakis? Guys, I had an idea before the wedding, and I like went to his family as well, and we were all in the living room, and I was like, right guys, hear me out. Kyriakis. Like, it keeps the AKIS, which is like from Crete, and you get the Kiri, which is from their side. We merge our names, Leah Kyriakis, Achilea Kyriakis, and they were all just like laughed, and I was like, oh no, I'm like 1,000,000% serious. Like, we merged the names, and this is a cooler name, and it's so cool. And they were like, no. I loved it so much that I made the wedding password to our website, our wedding website. The password to the website was Kyriakis. Probably still is. If you type in our wedding website, and you can see all the details of the locations and the postcodes and blah, blah, blah. The password is Kyriakis. Enjoy. And yeah, funny. Didn't happen. My idea, great idea. Got shat on. Fine to keep your name, especially as it is your brand. Thank you, Hazelnut McGee. Bob's Creative Days. Both names have such a great history, but either way, it's all good. But for business and credit reasons, it's better to keep your name. Married, father of 2 at 21. Mike, it blows my mind. It just blows my mind. I don't know how people did it. Like, I could just about keep the, I've got basil in the kitchen. I've got basil plant, and like, it starts to wilt, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and put it by the window, get the water in, like the baby thing. It's just, I don't know. I need help. Now I'm curious, is your mum's maiden name Greek or English? Yes, my mum's maiden name is Greek, and her father was from Cyprus. So he has a Cypriot surname, which is her maiden name. I like the merged name. Guys, right? Should have done a live stream. I should have left it up to you guys to put audience pressure on the family to all like embrace my idea. Judy said we got married at 18. That's amazing. How can I put a love heart on that? Oh, it doesn't let me. Love that, Judy. Absolutely love that. Yeah, I had my first baby at 19. Rachel, what the hell? It's just I suppose a good thing about that is like getting to be a young parent must be really cool. I feel like from the conversations I've had with Ash, like we both feel like he certainly feels like he's like I am going to be an old dad. I'm 36. He's like that's why fitness and keeping himself fit and well is so important to him, because he's like, I'm going to be an old dad, but I don't want to be one of those ones that's got no energy. Like I want to be like able to enjoy hanging out and looking after kids and stuff, which is really nice. Why, isn't it? When he goes for a run, he's like, I want to be fit and well for my children one day. I'm like, I love you. Yeah. Babies come natural to most. Scary, but it is instinct kick. Yeah, I can imagine that once you're pregnant and once you do all the reading, you start like coming into tune with your body, then there must be that maternal vibe instinct that kicks in that at the moment I just can't relate to or identify with. I had a girls' weekend with Eleni, so her son Michalis is mine and Atch's godchild. We christened him, so we're his godparents, and me and mum had like a little girls' weekend together last weekend. And you know, she was like FaceTiming the baby a lot because he was with the boys and we were together, and like constantly like checking up on the baby on the little baby cam and stuff. And I just was like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine having my thoughts constantly be like, oh, I wonder how my baby's doing. Like I'm living a bit of a selfish existence right now because I can't relate to that feeling yet. Oh, Michael said 36 is not an old dad. Mine was 50 when I was born. Yeah, see? That's awesome, Michael. Like, I should tell that to Ash, be like, look, you're not an old dad. There's no time limit for men. Oh, my husband was 41 and 44 and he's just done fine. Thanks, Beth. That's awesome. Yeah, Ash needs to know that it's absolutely not, he's not an old dad. My mother had me at 39. Yeah, like, I think I was talking to a mum somewhere. Where was I talking to? Who was it? And she was like, yeah, you're classed as like a geriatric pregnancy. So when I go into hospital, there's a certain age where you are classed as like a geriatric. And I was like, they need to change that name because the times are changing, and I don't really know how I'm going to feel when I get like taken into hospital and they're like, oh, Leah Kiriakou, 33, geriatric. Like I find that word triggered. I'm just a bit like, can't we just call it like pregnant, just all one pregnancy? I don't know. Yeah. Yep. Hello, beautiful lady. Thank you very much. Yeah. See, there's so many different experiences here in the comments that there's no like one size fits all, is there? And that's great. I think we just need to embrace that. And luckily, you know, people are getting better now. I imagine tomorrow me and Nat will get the usual questions we get. So tomorrow we're going to church. It's the memorial service of my uncle. It's been 2 years, can you believe, for Paulie. So obviously we'll have the service, and then we have like the little coffee and tea and snack, you know, like the bit behind the church where everyone gathers and chats and stuff. And that's usually where the questions from like your classic church backbenchers kind of comes out, where they're like, so any news? Looking at the tummy and you're like, no. So I imagine tomorrow I'll probably get some questions, or people will just use their brain and be like, she's just come to her uncle's memorial service, maybe let's not ask the are you pregnant questions yet. So yeah, people, but my point on that was that I think there's a bit more awareness around it now, because people used to get it way more all the time, and people have stopped asking it all the time due to like, fertility issues, and it can be a sensitive topic, and no one knows what's going on behind closed doors, and all these things that I think people are a bit more clued up on, like not asking the direct questions anymore to people that are recently married and stuff. So that's positive, isn't it? Like, you never know what's going on for people. So Beth said, I love Bob's idea, and I haven't seen Bob's idea. Primetime mum, any mother pregnant after 32. Oh my god, I love that. Primetime mum. Guys, if I get pregnant after 32, there's going to be a playlist called Primetime Mum. That's awesome. Yeah. They don't use that term here for older mums. Yeah, primetime mum. That's better than geriatric. I'm going to tell them that. Rachel said, OMG, that was 2 years ago. Prayers for your family. Can you believe 2 whole years? Yeah, so I'll be there obviously tomorrow for my mum and my grandma. It's time doesn't really make it any easier for them, and we've got to be there for them tomorrow especially. Yeah. Are those nosy natties if they've picked out their heads? Ask those nosy. I think I know what you mean, but I can't say the name. Ask those nosy natties if they've picked out their headstone yet. No, imagine. So, have you picked out your headstone yet? God, I wish I was that bold. I wish. So freaking funny. That's hysterical. So what you guys been up to then? But like, I've been talking. I need to buy a suitcase. I seriously need to buy a suitcase. My suitcase broke on the train back from Edinburgh, and I have no proof of it, which is so annoying. Because otherwise I would have sent a picture to the train company and been like, I had my case next to me in like the luggage rack, and then I think somebody got on and they needed that space to park something more important, like, oh my gosh, if that had spilt on my husband's stuff, I'm not joking, I'd have had to end the live stream and start cleaning, because the sticky... God is good. Thank you for saving me there. We do not want to upset a clean freak. Okay. Anyway, I've got no proof of my suitcase breaking, and that was on the way back from Scotland. I took the 6 a.m. train on the morning after the trip, and I just wanted to head back on the earliest train without the crowds and stuff. And the train conductor moved my case and it cracked, and I heard it crack, and I was like, you don't pick it up from the hat, you have to open the that bit and pull it from there. You don't just pick it up when I must have 30 kg in it. It was ridiculous. I totally overpacked. Anyway, so they cracked it, and then I got rid of the case because I was like, this crack is just going to keep cracking further down, and then one day all my stuff's going to fall out. So I need to buy a new one, because we're obviously going to Greece. I need to pack my wedding dress. It's not the same dress I wore to England. It's a different one. But I just need to sort everything out. I feel like, before you go away and you go, I don't own anything I like. It's one of them moments. I'm opening the wardrobe and going, I don't own anything. I need to get over it and go in the loft and find some stuff I do like. But all my summer clothes are up there. My wife just bought a Monos suitcase and loves it. I've heard of this brand, but I think I've got a feeling it's expensive and bougie. Let's see. Monos, 15% off. I'm going to have it. I've just opened a tab. I'll look at it after the live stream, so it's not fair to do shopping whilst we're all together. Samsonite. Oh my God, obviously amazing. I know. When did luggage get so expensive? I was looking at it yesterday for like an hour, and I was like, I'm sorry, how is a suitcase over £300 for a good quality one? I need to get myself down to TK Maxx ASAP. Anyway, guys, anything we want to talk about before I head off? Because I feel like it's 5 o'clock. Should we check the football score, see what the boys are in for? Sorry, just checking it. Oh, still a draw. What? Are you joking me? And it's full time. The game's over. That means they're going to be heading back. Okay. I'm going to remove all my stuff from the office. And one thing we didn't discuss, guys, was when I'm going to see you again. Would love to do more live streams, actually, because I prefer it. It's more fun, and I get to read the comments and talk to you guys. So when should we do another live stream? Obviously, I've got Greece coming up, but I would love to do... Obviously, I'm doing one live stream a month with Atch on my property couple. If I can commit to the one live stream a month on here as well, that would be awesome. Maybe like one Saturday. Saturday's good, isn't it? Saturday mornings like this. This is afternoon, but this is good. Let me know your thoughts, and leave me a comment below. And yeah, I'm really, really grateful for everyone for being here. Thanks for coming back to my little party. It's been really fun. And I will see you. So Sunday, tomorrow, I've got Rome Part 3 coming out. So that's coming out tomorrow. That'll be on my Property Couple channel. If you haven't already watched the Rome Part 1 and 2, go check those out. They're I really like... I had such a great honeymoon. So yeah, go check those out. And we'll sort out a live stream mid-September. Yeah, maybe like a mid-September when I get back from Greece. I'll be nice and tanned. We can talk about wedding number 2. That'll be fun. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to schedule it in now in my calendar for... Let me just pick out the day now, commit to it now, because if I say it on this, we're not getting out of it. Okay, so what about Saturday, the 23rd of September? That's going to be the next live. So it's going to be about the same time as this, which is 4 p.m. UK. Leah Hats live stream. Get it in your diaries, guys. Live stream. Set it up, please. Right, that's in the diary. So love you guys loads. I will see you for the September live, and obviously I'll see you before, because I'm going to start now posting the backlog. So roll on the backlog. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you so soon. Take care. Bye.